Yo, how's it going, guys? Auto check. Hopefully, you were doing fantastic. Dude up, how's it going? JR, welcome. Harv, what's up, Mr. Harv? Welcome, my friend. Really excited to get to play with you, my friend. Hopefully, we can do some gaming throughout the weekend. JR, man, what's up? How's it going, brother? Welcome, everyone. We're gonna be starting in a couple of minutes. Let's get it. Dude up, what's up? Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to Trading with OC at Piper Academy. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. And today, I'm particularly excited because not only we're gonna be taking some profits, but I already have. I need to mention that. All right, I already have. But I'm gonna be calling out two trades that I haven't take profits, and also I got new toys, guys. I got new toys. All right, you know I'm a total nerd. I am. I'm a nerd, and also I'm a geek. I love it. That is my guilty pleasure. But before I show you what I got in my hands, let's get it. Let's get started with you guys because you guys are fantastic. You are phenomenal. You guys are my team. You guys are my family. So let's get it. Let's see. We have the very first one in the chat. T-Dub, what's up, T-Dub? Welcome. Second, right after, almost immediately, we have JR. What is up, brother? Welcome. And then running after, not quiet so far, Mr. Harp. Harp, I'm seeing you're missing out the coffee. No, just kidding, bro. Just kidding. Love it. Love that you always push down the coffee and orange. Really appreciate it. It fills my heart. Thank you so much for that, my friend. Really appreciate that. The hidden message right there. And of course, who is always there, who can never miss out. It is Alexandra G. What's up, Alexandra? Welcome. Thank you so much for deciding to spend a little bit of your time here with me. Really appreciate it. Who else we got in here for now? I think, we have KDGT. What's up, brother? And I love you back, my friend. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, hey, by the way, I got a new toy here. He's just wanting me to play around. Oh man, he just keeps pushing it here. I just keep throwing it and he brings it back. Oh man, you just got to love them. All right, so we also have DGT in the house. Who else we got in here? I think that's it for now. Thank you guys so much. And well, let me show you. I got a couple of new toys. Of course, I am gonna be sharing that with you. My first toy, and this came out, of course, out of a trading session here with you guys because this is just extra things that I do. And well, it was time for me to take some profits, and I just spent them. This is a sense cap. This is a mesh-tastic device. I don't know if you noted, but I bought one for myself, one for my dog, one for my car, one for my wife, and that is basically it. Another thing that it really hits me right on that spot. Look at this beautiful thing. And this is not a BlackBerry. This is again a mesh-tastic device. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you can't, but that's all right. Here it is. Maybe you get that. And the little ball works, man. That's fantastic. You also have a couple of maps. Let's see if you can tell where I am. No, maybe like that. No, but well, those are my coordinates. It looks fantastic. I mean, yeah, a little bit of an antenna here, but I love it. And finally, my favorite, but there is no support just yet, but I'm running a developer software here. It is this little thing. It is an e-paper. Look at that little keyboard, man. Oh, dude, it brings me back. I don't know. Many toys to play around. I am not quite there. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, this one I already have configured them. Check them out. They are mesh-tastic devices. All right. So for nerds, for geeks, if you are into it, let me know. I'm just exploring, to see what's out there and wasting a little bit of my money. All right. Other than that, let's go to the charts because it's time to cash out, man. It's time to cash out. That's sweet cash. Let's get it. All right, so let's get started with one of my favorites in here. We were talking about Fartcoin, and yes, I know it was a little bit of a small position, a 1/4. I know it was a little deformed since I zoomed in, but remember that was a 1/4 of an entry right here. Yesterday we moved our stop to entry. We took some profits right in here, all right? And well, we are getting to the dynamic reactor. Look at that big candle in here. That means that we do have strength, but at this point, I rather, like cash out as much as I can, especially because we're breaking back into this trend line here. That means that we can still run this up, all right? But here's the thing, this is Farco. So, I don't know about you, but I don't know how much Farco I want in my bags, if that makes sense. I mean, as long as I can get a pretty penny out of it, I mean, I'm all in for it, right? I mean, come on, give me WIF, give me BNB, give me Farcoin, give me whatever shit coin there is out there. I'll trade it, make some money, and get rid of it, right? But, but yeah, I mean, but so far as holding it that long, I don't know. Time has taught me that yes, I could hit that lottery ticket, right? But, oh, come on, buddy, let me work. All right, but I'd rather be a little bit, I just don't trust the market, man. I mean, that simple. I just don't. I'd rather, I'd rather to really just go ahead, cash out, go buy some Bitcoin even if that is an all-time highs. But remember, and most of you already have a membership on the Piper Academy. And I do see this little chat being a little bit out of place. Let me fix that at the top in here. Let me make that. I don't know why it moved on me, but it moved like, when was it? I think Monday, I believe. Something like that. All right, that looks much better, I guess. Yeah, perfect. All right, so it looks much better. Let's just, why not? Let's just, there we go. Make it so I cannot move it anymore. All right, so, but the point is that I don't know how much Farcoin I really want to hold or hodl in here. I can hit it off, but I'd rather go and buy some Bitcoin at the top. I mean, it's Bitcoin at the end of it all, right? It's just like, for me, in my head, it's just like buying gold. I mean, I try to buy it for cheaper, all right? But I mean, come on, it's just gold, right? It's just Bitcoin for me. So, Harp, I know, OC, absolutely, JR is a MM. He could rock us anytime. Oh, man. All right, so here it is. I'm going to be taking profits already, all right? So, not right now, right at the end of the class. So, I might just leave it just quite a bit out there. But the point in here is that I'm going to be adding another alert. All right, so what is this alert about? A possible short. Possible. And guys, please, let's make this in quote-unquote, all right, quotation. Possible, well, not quotation, but all right, let's do asterisk, all right? So capital letters, possible. Because I don't want you just going crazy on this one. It's not out there yet. Why? Because let's just bring up this oscillator here. Let's see what happens when we start going through that dynamic reactor. So for example, right in here, we have 1, all right, 2, maybe 3 big candles, and we already have broken. Perfect. What happens? Well, then usually we have a little bit more of a run up here, but we tend to see a little bit of a flag out, all right? I'll reconsider if I want to re-enter right there or not. At the end of it all, I mean, for the best case scenario, if you did not take early profits, or even if you did take early profits, you made, or we together should have made somewhere around 27% at a 10x. Remember, we did this at a 10x. That was somewhere around 276. Caveat here, it's not exactly, it's a little less because of fees and because we took also a little bit in here, all right? But are we going to be complaining about 270% trade? I don't think so. That played out very nicely, all right? So that's why I'm going to be, on the side of let's take some profits, right? I mean, let's take wifey for a good dinner. Let's give away some more Xbox, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I just want you guys to play with me. All right, you guys are my only friends, if you believe me. So, and that's why I appreciate you guys. That's why I appreciate you. All right, so let's take a look at what else in here. Remember, this is gonna be a already trade, so closing that trade out. And something else I want to talk about is, all right, this is not going to be just the end of the trade, all right? Let's bring up our indicators. Let's go one by one. All right, so what else do we have in here? We have a resistance. We have a liquidity zone. We are grasping that liquidity zone, going into the dynamic reactor. All right, so resistance over resistance over resistance. All right, we have 3 big resistances here. And, well, what else we have? Let's go for this. Well, we have a, I don't know. I don't really call this a smart money entry. All right, but look at the actual volume. It is a big volume zone. All right. It is, I would actually risk it to say it in the top 10 volume zones, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, between in the top 10 volume zone, all right? So, 1 second. Yo, friend Toaster in the house. What is up, my friend? My heart goes out to you, brother. Good to see you here. And also, a special invitation right for you, my friend. We're going to be gaming on... I think we're going to be gaming on Friday, all right? This Friday, right after the show, we're going to be doing a live trading session. And also, we're going to be gaming all together. You don't need an Xbox. You just need a computer. You need you need either a PC, a Mac, an iPhone, a tablet, whatever, or an Android, all right? So it is cloud gaming, so you can join us. So make sure you do, my friend. Make sure you do. All right. So let's continue. We have, and I was saying, I don't want to call this a smart money entry because it's, I mean, for the kind of disparity, I'm looking something like this. All right, this is a smart money entry for me. There's no question about it here. But in this one, all right, it's just like, is it not? It's right on the line of my perception. All right, the thing that it pushed me to say, well, we are on a smart money entry. It's because to the right, we have a lot of volume. I would even consider, what is it, the 3rd biggest volume zone? And then no one, or it's just so low disparity, so low amount of people just trading against each other. Most of the traders are pointing at the same zone in the past. Of course, this is in the past, all right? But like if you go something like in here, this is, of course, the 2nd biggest volume spike. Oh, sorry about that. I just don't know what to do with the coughing thing. It just keeps on coming back. But, all right, this is just the 2nd largest volume spike, right? To the right. And to your left, oh my goodness. I mean, people were tearing apart each other's eyes for that zone, right? I mean, come on. So this is absolutely, no question about it, a retail zone, right? That's what retail is known to do, right? So sad but truth, nonetheless, knowing that, it comes to our benefit. So this is a resistance on an area of range added to what am I going to be taking some profits, and then maybe somewhere like a smart money entry. Let's just push it slightly below right there to match with the dynamic reactor and also the liquidity zone. And well, then that's also right in that area right there. So I'm getting accumulation of resistance, or at least flag out zones, right? So I'd rather take my money and then reallocate another portion, maybe another quarter of a position as we flag out, as we break out, retest, and continue. Talking about breakout retest, let's take a look at Ethereum. Hashtag, do you know that what? Hashtag F Ethereum. And man, I keep trying to grab Ethereum by there. You know what? Holy balls, I would say. Not to be confused with any other thing, but come on. You guys know that we already have trade Ethereum, all right? We have trade Ethereum, perfect. It has played out nicely. But I've been just trying to call out this movement for a long time, and it just keeps sweeping between my fingers, right? We caught it out short. We end up entering right after the movement happened because I was doing some other stuff, right? And well, you know, it's been a pain in the ass to say the least. But exactly, holy balls with balls. Love it. Hashtag, what is it? Queen Mode loves Ethereum. Love it, love it. All right, but all right. So I was looking for this short already. All right, very important. There's a couple of things happening here. Let's just see what is going on there. And spoiler alert, it is a predictive range. All right, so let's just not make it that hard. It's just a predictive range in here, and also we have a predicted golden line in there, and also I believe we had what was it? I think a fib extension. Not quite remember what else was it. Let me just check it out. VRVP, well, just a spike, but the spike is just where we are right now. Not this, FIBP. All right, perfect. So the FIBP, the FIPS, tells us that most likely we're gonna keep going higher. All right. Do we have some tiny candles in here? No, sadly we don't. All right. Is there an entry for me? No, there is not. So I'm still trying to catch the wind here on Ethereum. All right. So Corey's here. What's up, bro? Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. All right. So we're gonna keep an eye on Ethereum. I'm gonna add another alert, and I'm gonna be pushing it right here, right above the previous high, and right below this candle right here. Because if the things start moving without my consent, which we will absolutely gonna be doing it, I want to jump in. I want to jump in right now. It feels personal against Ethereum, man. It's not that I want to short it. I just want to trade it. I mean, I have grabbed a little bit for my hodl back, but I haven't really leveraged this out. And Ethereum is moving differently from one, what I was expecting, and two, right, from the rest of the icons, which doesn't only catches my attention, right, and it makes me feel that I want to hold something of it, which I am, all right. But also, I mean, we already have seen in the morning market report that we could be reaching somewhere around 4,900, 5,000, 5,000 or 5K Ethereum. That is fantastic. That is fantastic, all right? So I think that we should be having just a little bit of a retracement before we hit that off. But we know once Ethereum goes parabolic, man, there's nothing to stop the damn thing. It just keeps on going, man. I mean, don't believe me? All right. And I know you guys have been trading hearing me, but I'm talking to you that you just discovered this session and you're, like saying, hey, what the heck with this crazy guy talking and yelling on the microphone? Well, look at that. Don't believe me? Want to start going parabolic? There's nothing to stop it, man. Plain and simple. There it is. That's it. That's a 4 hour. So, man, are we at the top? Most likely. That's why I'm trying to catch maybe a small short or a retracement like this. Maybe a little bit of retracement. Oh, we already have signaled that, right? A little bit of that retracement, and then off we go. I still remember, guys, when we were talking about this area right here and we were creating that range, we hit it up very, very nicely. It's time for me to clean this up and start moving my indicator. So I do have an older alert. On that alert, I'm gonna go for the POC right here on, by the way, this is a free tool. This is our, the FIVP by Chart Prime. Those are Fibonacci levels made simple. Plain and simple. They even give you target arrow, come on. All right, but other than that, keep watching on Ethereum, maybe going for that short. I'm gonna redraw that short just so we have it as a possible target. Again, it's not right now at this point, it's not that I'm gonna be trading it, I'm eyeballing it. By the way, I'd rather let it go, all right? I'd rather let it go, I'd rather let it slip from my fingers. I don't care, but I need a really solid entry point, all right? So despite you see me here whining about it, complaining about it, right? I'm just sharing you my sentiments, right? I'm a very sentimental trader, but I also have been hurt fairly bad in the past, and I've learned my lesson, right? So despite all of this bunch of feelings, bowl of feelings, right, that you see out here, I still try to respect my rules. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be just saying right before we move out of here. Gold trade. I dropped test TP1 while I was napping. Lol. Check back on entry if you want to jump in. Oh, that would be fantastic, bro. Nice. All right, let me take a look at gold then. Let's go. All right, let's get Ethereum out of my sight. Come on, Ethereum. Get the hell out of here. And let's go to... Oh, come on. Where is gold? Don't we have gold in this chart? Come on. We must. Well, let's add it. Should be right. All... It's always at the top. Here it is. Let's go for... US dollar. Let's go for this one here. All right. Or should we be looking at the iShares gold or gold spot? Let me know which one. Which one are you looking at? In the meantime, oh yeah, we got it. We got it. We actually got it here. How could I need to organize this stuff. It's getting just out of control, man. Come on. Here's gold. Drew, what's up, bro? Welcome. Welcome. All right, so gold, coming back down. Oh, but it's looking fairly interesting. Look at those tiny candles. We've seen that before. We see with those amounts of wicks at the bottom. Something like that, but those wicks right below. And we could be looking for a continuation. Let me see if we can find those wicks down below. Again, continuation, but oh man, I've seen that. Where is it? Right in gold. I do remember have seen that. Well, whatever. The point is that we're at the bottom. We could still run for an upside movement. Let's take a look at if we can do that. Let me do this. All right, perfect. And here it is. Let's bring up the rest of our indicators. Oh, let's see. Maybe just make this a little smaller. Let's bring up our linear regression oscillator. So we are below. There we go. We're not going to get a peak performance diamond set, right? No peak performance diamond. And that is because we never went into our regression zone here. Hey, Fartcoin. Let's see it, baby. Let's go. All right. Good thing that I was waiting. Man, I really need to take some profit. All right. Give me 1 second. And we need to do what we need to do, right? So I need to, and chat is going away because I'm entering right here. Let me just get it out of the chat so you can. So no, it's not that. There we go. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I don't want to put my credentials out there for the internet to see. Oh man, I love you guys. By the way, remember that we had a inquiry of. Give me 1 second because I can only do one thing at a time. We got an inquiry of making a series how to get started with trading, right? So zero, like completely zero. How do you get started? Now that we have the new partnership, I think we're gonna be using it to take advantage of it. I'm gonna create a public account. Right, it's gonna have my data, but I'm gonna be putting in there maybe, I don't know, 100, 200 bucks just live, so you can see how we can do that stuff. All right, not sure how am I gonna be doing the privacy there. Maybe I can do. I think I'm gonna be doing a shoot. Let me see, but yeah, but I want to buy crypto online. So we have an actual, you know, like zero example, right? But yeah, I mean, so just letting you know that that's gonna be coming. And I need to fix this. And after fixing it, let me just get here and all right. All right, move up. Come on. You can do it. Oh, brother, come on. You're so close. Oh, come on. Oh, retracing. I hate this about taking profits. I'm not. Let me move that. There we go. All right, out. Perfect. Taking profits on Fartcoin. We're out. Most likely it's gonna run. I know it. Still, remember it's Fartcoin. So what I'm gonna be doing is it's measuring how far could it go for the breakout retest. Maybe we can go somewhere around here. We have our FIVP there. Coming back for maybe a retest here. So I'm gonna be going for this alert for then maybe short it and then long it once again. We're coming up. I should be longing it, but the point is that also we are losing a little bit of that strength here, right? When I see the strength starting to pull up and then I cross over and have my diamond, I'm gonna be looking for maybe a re-entry. But other than that, I think that will be the end story for Fartcoin. If we come back down to this trend line, let's add an alert to it. And of course, let's lock it. Oh, it's locked. Perfect. It's locked. So can I move it? No, perfect. All right. So yes, I want to re-enter, but it's also safe to say that I need to take some profits. All right. So that's it. Let's get a Filecoin out of here. Also Ethereum out of here. We were talking about gold. All right. So let's go back to gold. Gold, I'm seeing indecision candle. We're coming back down. I think we're gonna have one last low and then coming back up, and that is because of the shape of this movement, and then that we're almost right there to have that flip. But I want to see once again that little curve as we go into the bullish area to grab some momentum. So what I'm going to be going for, it is turning on the rest of my indicators. Where do I have support and resistances? All the way back down here. Look at that. I have a trend line right there. Let's go for the next one. Loud order block. Ooh, all right. So loud order block. What is it telling me, the loud order block? There is a magnetic force pulling or acting up on the price action. So can I really go down? Well, I hope so. I hope so. I'm going to be going for this target right here. Oh, in fact, it's pushing downwards here. So let's go. Why not? For this target right here, let's go for the first one, and finally let's go for this other one right here. Let's add some price FIVP. What is it? That is our channel of entry, so that would be what, the upper entry channel. I don't know, man. Something simpler. Jesus. What is it? Entry. Let's put it entry. All right. We know it's not that it's going to be an entry unless we're seeing that reversal, but just to indicate that. All right. So, and the same thing here. So FIVP entry 2. All right. Perfect. So we're within that channel. So that would be so far for me, or whatever it's happening here. And I'm going to be also adding another one right there for the 4-hour predictive golden predictive range, because if we break out to the upside, I will be maybe waiting for a little retest, 1 candle, 2 candle retest, and then hitting off of that allowed order block. I think we're gonna reject for the order block, but it remains to be seen right here. Kelly fan, what's up? How is it going? Where you guys talking about Fartcoin? Yes. Losing their original investors. I heard that somewhere. Really? And is that what is it pumping? Whoa. My passive was it freedom be until August 19. What? No, my passive freedom. What is the end of your name, man? All right, so I think is my passive freedom period, and then be until August 19th. Not 100% sure. What's August 19? Yeah, what's on August 19? No clue. That's what my indicators are telling me. What? Fill me up, bro. I've heard this 15-19 date around. Yeah, I have no idea what is it. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Passive freedom. What? Have no idea. All right, so let's move on. JR, you just need it, says Skelly. Love it. All right. So I'm going to be looking at gold for now, but let's go right now from the very start. I'm going to be talking about Spark, but at the end, all right, ton. We know that we couldn't cut it. This one, oh man, almost there. Breakout retest continuation. Let's bring up our FIBP. Here we go. Sorry, not FIBP, our regression trend. Let's check this out. We have basically no volume, but we're still moving to the upside. That's pretty sweet though. And also we already can create a trend line here. We're gonna be looking for that trend line being broken, all right, and then a continuation downwards. Not only that, we're also gonna be looking for the same trend line being broken here, all right, and a possible reversal. So we're getting some strength on the bullishness. So I think we could maybe try to buy it or to long the BOS, but at this point it's not a confirmation. I need this candle to close. So what I'm going to be doing is adding another alert right here above this week, just slightly above, and I'm going to reevaluate this for a possible retracement for my entry, and then off we go. And of course we're going to be looking for that last run up before, all right, because I think that we can have that last run up before we start falling back down. We create a significant low or a lower low and then a lower high. So I think the same thing is going to repeating here. I think that we're going to be going higher and maybe do something like that, all right, with a lower high, lower low, and then a lower high, so on and so forth, all right. So eyes on ton. Let me just get rid of these. This is gonna be a my entry is gonna be still a quarter. Right now I'm not gonna get out of quarter of an entry, especially not on altcoins. I absolutely gonna be doing half and full entries on Bitcoin though. All right. So PCH, hey, the thing, but I already have broken out. We were expecting to break out. The next thing is breakout retest. We are very extended in here. Let's bring up our oscillator, our linear regression. And our linear regression tells us that we can continue, although our RSI is telling us that we're getting on oversold zones. Let's see what is our prime oscillator is telling us. It's telling us that we have overbought. We are in RSI of retracement, and we already have a bright spot here. Perfect. That's what we're looking for, that bright spot. Let's see what happens when we have that bright spot. Look at this bright spot. All right. We have a pause. And then we have a top and continuation downwards. Another bright spot. Let's see this bright spot. All right. A reversal. Bright spot. A reversal. Bright spot. A reversal. All right. So the worst case scenario will be ranging out to the right. All right. And the best case scenario will be shorting this. So I think that we are almost there. Let me see. We already have a support right down here. Oh, come on, buddy. Once again. There we go. And let's see if we can maybe, there we go, see how far could we be going. So I think we could be reaching this area. Let's go for that. And then I'm gonna follow. Oh man, you know what, let's do this. It's just that we could be missing the short opportunity. All right, so short here, stop loss right here, and give myself that wiggle room. All right, TP right at this point, we are below 1, so no trade unless we fix that. It's not that we're gonna be, you know, changing this up and down so it fits. No. But what we're gonna be doing is changing what we can change, which is how we allocate our money, our leverage, and well, that would be our stop loss, right? But our stop loss needs to be there for now. So let's do, depending on your wallet size, I'm gonna go for a quarter and a quarter, so half of an entry. All right, quarter here of an entry, and let's mark that, and quarter here, right there. All right, so I'm gonna go for another quarter. And now that I see my stop loss, I need to add it just a little bit more. Something like that. And let's see if I have anything else that might be calling out that stop loss. Top of the range. The RVP, well, we're on resistance. My gust trend. But that should be a big one though. All right, let me minimize this. FIVP is telling me the top to this area still. All right, I think this is how I'm gonna be going for. All right, that would be it. And then taking profits here, 595 for the first one, and then maybe if we have the rejection all the way to 567, right around the dynamic reactor. All right, that is gonna be a dangerous trade though. All right, Duality C, what's up, brother? Welcome. By the way, guys, we are 59 viewers. Please consider giving a like here. Really helps for the algorithm, and I really would appreciate that. So thank you so much for your likes. So remember, hit that like. All right, so let's go to the next one. TAO. We were trading it today in the morning as we had that breakout. There we go. Next candle in the green. Perfect. And well, are we gonna be ready to take in some profits? Yes, and yes. How much? Half of an entry. We are half an entry, and then nonetheless, we're gonna be taking 50% out. Previous highs, 50% out. All right. So we're out of here, and then I'm gonna be aiming. Look at this. This looks juicy, brother. All right. I'm gonna be adding an alert. I'm not gonna be taking this alert. My stop is gonna be to entry. Give me 1 second. I need to get it here. Yeah. Where you went? Oh, I gotcha. Oops. Sorry, bro. All right, so that will be it. Taking profits already. And then we're going to be moving our stop to entry. All set. And that's going to be it. And then I hear a huge gap in here. So I might be taking my other 50% out in here. Right? I mean, so far it's been a very nice trade. This one, and I was not sure to take this one, but I ended up taking in this one. So it was a 10x, 62% ish, right? So that's still good. In fact, it was a little bit less, way less. Why is it that I'm measuring that wrong? Oh yeah, much. Yeah, all right, perfect. For me, that was like 40%, something. So it's still a little bit higher here. I don't know why. It always seems to be a little bit higher in the charts in here. Love the divergence like a joke. That following up. All right, so let's go for Solana, because Solana, it is just ripping. We already have hit this off. All right, so at this point I am taking some profits. So right now, as we speak, Retro Mike, how's it going, bro? Welcome. Somebody told you this was fine. Love it, bro. Love it. It's fun because you are here, my friend. Appreciate it. All right. Perfect. That's it. All right, so already taking some profits on Solana. We're hitting this one. Oh, come on, don't move out of the way. And of course, our stop should be already at entry. Let me just lock that so it doesn't move. Remember that we were looking for that area right here. TP number 1, TP number 2, and that will be basically it. There's still a 25% in here. That is gonna go for my Hail Mary right there, my Hail Mary target, and that is a trailing setup. All right, so that will be it. We have already 1, 2, 3 candles. We are on oversold. I think that we could be having 1 or 2 more reversal candles, maybe some small candles, if we don't shoot through the roof. Hopefully we can start catching some shorts. I'm really interested in those shorts. All right, finally, we already have talked about gold. Spark. Oh man, the Spark, it was an entry, by the way. I got a hit a couple of hours ago, but I'm thinking of re-entering, and that is because we're already on reversal zones. Look at how many weeks. Here's what I saw the weeks, and it was not on gold. All right, so that makes much more sense because I was looking at it earlier today. All right, so I was looking at these kind of wicks in here, and I knew I just saw them. It was from Spark. All right, so Spark, very, very noisy. Right down here, I believe that we can still come back up. Not for a break or retest. I think this could be an actual fake out. So what I'm going to be going for is adding my predictive ranges. On my predictive ranges, I want the smaller ones. And nope. I think those are, the smaller ones. We have a loud order block. So what I'm going to be going for, it is an alert right here at my dynamic reactor. If I come back up, I'm going to be setting up for a short. But if for some reason my loud order blocks start disappearing, or start seeing that a reallocation of money somewhere else, I will be longing the thing as we have acceptance back above the dynamic reactor. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to be adding another alert right down here, a little bit higher on this golden area. Offshore mine, what's up? Welcome. All right, so let's go and end this one up because we are moving up in here. I actually thought that we were going downwards. Still, we give it some time. What are we going to be doing here? Let's go and take the risk off right here. So sorry, the risk on right now, and I'm going to be going for a quarter of an entry right now as we speak in here. Could we be buying the top? Yes. All right. Why am I buying this one? Because I think we can still go a little bit higher, and that will be the actual breakout, retest, and off we go. That's why my, come on, don't do that to me. That's why my stop loss, it's gonna be right here. All right, and I'm gonna be aiming to my next area right here and here, somewhere around these two, right there. All right. So why I don't just wait for the retest this time? Good question. And that's because look at how everything is ripping, all right? So not gonna lie, a little bit of a FOMO in there. The smartest thing would be just waiting for the thing to play it out. And now that I'm saying this out loud, let's do that. Why not? So I have a broker open. Remember that we all are humans, and this time I'm deciding to prevent whatever could be happening. What I'm going to be going is just watching it right. All right. So I'm going to be going for a fake entry right here, and let's add it. I still want to see how that plays out. So let's push it here and let's do a fake entry. All right. And of course, the same area right there. If for some reason I start hitting once again this area, all right, I will be re-entering on that area if we are above our zero line on our oscillator, and then having that flip of the ribbon to the upside. So yeah, Ethereum is still going, and well, we already have going for this one also. All right, guys, so that is going to be it for tonight. I think we have already pushed a little bit, taking some profits. That is fantastic. Seeing you guys around, that is also fantastic. I really love it. And well then, let's see how we play out tomorrow morning. Do not miss the morning market report, because most likely we are going to be taking another trade in there. Why? Because I think the feeling in my head is ticking with the pulse of crypto, and I think, and I'm playing this by ear, all right, that we might be able to get some trades tomorrow. So we might have a short on Ethereum, might, all right. We might be looking, for example, how that being played out. We might again, and well then we could be just closing a couple of other trades that we left out a 25% in still on those trades. Much love to you and MJ. Absolutely, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Drew. Really appreciate it, brother. Really appreciate it. So other than that, guys, thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you so much for being part of today's show. Really appreciate it, guys. And as always, see you guys tomorrow.